guys, if you like this full-on glam look, keep watching and I'll show you guys how to achieve it. Alright guys, so jumping right in today's video, I am going to be using my new palette from Morphe. I'll go in, of course, one of my little Revive pads from the Dollar Tree. Alright, so next I'm going to go in, and I usually use a moisturizer, but I'm not going to use moisturizer today. So I'm going to go in with The Ordinary Marine Hyaluronic drops. And I really like these because these are very lightweight. Very lightweight, but it still gives you that hydrating feel. Okay guys, so I've already done my eyebrows, but I'm going to go in and just kind of improve them just a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and brush them up just a little bit. And I've already kind of took my pencil and just shaped them out to where I wanted them shaped. I just want to lightly put a little front end there. But I had picked up this powder from the Dollar Tree. I was there yesterday and this kind of caught my eye. It's the Marie Claire Eyebrow and Hairline Powder. Comes in this little box here. I've never seen it before, but this is what the palette looks like. And it was very interesting. I've never seen, you know, anything this dark in the Dollar Tree, so I had to try it. And I'm not familiar with a hairline powder. Like, what is a hairline powder? So I'm just going to take it and just take a little bit of the powder just to darken the tail ends of my eyebrows. I do like this color for my brows. And it kind of just makes them look a little thicker. Okay, so today's primer, I'm using the Power Grip Matte Primer from L. And today's look, I'm going for like a matte look because it's warm outside. And I just kind of want my makeup to stay all day. Alrighty, so next I'm going to go in and color correct. I got a couple of breakouts down here. They're still kind of fresh, so I'm going to go in and color correct. And I'm using my NYX Pro Stick. Just going to dab the little areas that needs it. Blend that in. I feel like with the foundation that I'm using today, it's gonna show through gray, so I just want to kind of fix those darkened areas, or hyper pigmentation areas. Alright, so next I'm gonna go in and I'm using my MAC Prep and Prime loose powder, and I'm just using this to set where I place my color corrector because I don't want it going anywhere once I get my foundation on. So I'm just going to use a light coat of that. Alright, so now I'm going to prime my eyes to get ready for my eyeshadow look. And today's concealer, I am going back to my favorite, the e.l.f. Camo. And this is in the shade Deep Olive. And the reason why I chose Deep Olive today is because I want like a dramatic, glamorous look. Go in and kind of clean up my brows and bring that down so we can have a nice base for my eyeshadow. I might need a teeny bit more there for my eyeshadow. I'm just gonna bring that down. just gonna tap that in with my finger. So to set that, I'm gonna use the same powder that I just used to set my color corrector, so it doesn't go anywhere. Alright, so let's get into this eyeshadow, y'all. So in my last video, I had kind of introduced you guys to this palette, and this is the Morphe Python Code palette, and it has 6 shades. I'm gonna tell you guys the shades. Tanaconda, Snake Charmer, Magnetic Coil, Full Scale, Very Venomous, and Midnight Mamba. Now I was drawn to these because they are like this really pretty jewel toned color. Look at that, y'all. Look at those colors. Like, they're so pretty. I love Morphe eyeshadows. They're one of my favorites. They're always good for the price point. They're good just all around. Like, they're good quality. Like, I love them. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them too for you guys. So the first one I'm gonna swatch is Magnetic Coil. I believe that's magnetic. Yeah, it has to be Magnetic Coil. And this is like this taupey color here. And it's very buttery. Very buttery, y'all. We're gonna do Snake Charmer next and Tanaconda. Look at those. Very pretty, right? Now the ones that I am excited for are the next 3. Well, that's really dark. That's almost like a black. I was very excited for this one. That is Very Venomous. Okay, so these next 3. The brown one is Full Scale, the middle one is Very Venomous, and the turquoise one is Midnight Mamba. And they are all so pretty. So I am going to start out with the deep brown, and I'm just going to be putting that in my crease. It's really dark. I want like a summer glam look, full on glam. So this dark brown is gonna be perfect. Alright, so now I'm gonna take that really pretty iridescent color in the middle here, and I'm just gonna place that in the inner corner of my eye. I just love how that comes off. Like, it's green and it's gold at the top. Like, the placement is everything inside the palette. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it all over the lid. Like, I love how it's coming out on the eye, like how I'm swiping it in the palette. Oh my goodness, that is so crazy. Love that. I love that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back in with that same brush that I did the brown color and just kind of blend it in a little bit more. Bring that brown to the edge here. You know what? I think I'm gonna take the little gold. I'm gonna take a little bit of the gold and put it in my inner corner. Solid gold. Okay, and for like a little pop of color, I'm gonna take that turquoise color and put it on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna go in and clean up the excess from the eyeshadow with the glitter with a little makeup wipe. All right, and I think we're good to move on to complexion. Okay, so moving on, I am going to be using the same concealer that I used to clean up my brows. And I'm gonna place it where I normally place it for my highlight. I'm gonna take my brush and blend in my concealer. All right, I think we are pretty blended for the most part. Moving on to my foundation, and today's foundation is a OG, honey. It is the Fit Me from Maybelline. I have it in the shade 356, and this is the matte and poreless formulation. Oh, so much I could say about this foundation. Like, I remember when it first came out, like the shade range was just crazy, right? So I'm just gonna pour a little bit on the back of my hand. And I had just recently repurchased it because I used to really like this foundation so much. And it took me a while to find my shade. But it's so good. And I think it used to be like $5 or $6. They went up on the price. But I mean, they went up on everything, so that's to be expected. But I love this foundation. It was just so good, y'all. Like, you just had to be there. If you know, you know. And I don't normally pick this foundation up in the wintertime. This is like a good foundation for summer because it's matte. And I haven't been rocking a lot of matte foundations, but like I almost forgotten how much I really used to like this. All right, I think we're good. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with my setting powder, and I'm using the NYX Wonder Snatch, and this is in the shade Cheeky Cherry. And I just kind of wanted a super bright eye because I want like a bold look, you know, so why not? So I'm gonna take my little powder puff, dip it in, get some of the excess off, and set where my concealer was placed. And I like this powder. I want to try it in a different shade. And I believe they just came out with a concealer from this line. And I really want to try it because I've seen a couple of videos on it and it looked like something that I would really like. So, I don't know. I'm going to try to get my hands on it soon. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and dust this off. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with my blush, and I'm using the liquid blush from e.l.f. And I believe this is in the shade Very Well. And I'm just going to take a little bit and put it on the back of my hand because this can get out of hand real quick. And if y'all been using this for a while, y'all know that this will get out of hand real fast. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand and work from there. I'm just going to kind of load my brush up just a little bit and dab a little bit off. But I want to load the brush up nice on my hand here. And just lightly tap. And see, just me doing that. You just need a dab, a little bitty dab of this, because man, I had to get some of that off my brush. And I'm just going to take it up a little bit. My goodness. We have made a mess. A real mess. All right. So, and if you ever do this to fix it, all you have to do is get the foundation brush that you had and just go over the areas and just kind of diffuse it. Because once again, it's a lot. It'll get away from you quick. And then I'm losing a little bit of my concealer, so I'm going to take that concealer brush and just dab in those areas. Much better. Alright guys, so today's bronzer is going to be the NYX Buttermelt. I love this so much. I know y'all see it in almost every video, but I just feel like this is the best shade for me. Like, this is the best. Like, I feel like you don't get it. Well, you could get better, but price wise, quality wise, like, this is it for me, at least. And I just love the shade. I love how rich and deep it is. I just love it so much, y'all. My favorite, next to the Juvia's Place, of course, but like, it's just so good. So now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go in and contour my nose with that same bronzer. I'm gonna be a little light-handed because I don't want it to be too dark. I just want it to be just enough. I like to really get under here, like right on this bone. Right on that bone. I feel like it makes a difference. I am going to take, because this is a full glam, right? This is full glam. So what will full glam be without a nice highlight? So today's highlight is going to be the NYX Born to Glow. Very throwback, but very, very nice, y'all. And this was one of my favorite highlighters ever made. And I'm just taking a nice little brush and just getting those points. And this is a little fluffy brush. I feel like this is the perfect brush for this job here. And I'm just highlighting where I want the light to look like it's hitting me. And it only takes a little bit of this too, like a very little bit. Okay, so today's lip. I'm going to be using the Beauty Creations Wooden Lip Pencil, and this is in the shade Wine About It. Like, and I love these pencils. I had bought them from TJ Maxx, and like, they're so buttery. Like, they're so easy to work with. It's crazy. I paid $12 for a pack of 12. I want to take my brush and kind of blend it out a little bit because I kind of want like an ombre look. Okay, so I'm debating if I want to do a matte, and I kind of wanted to do like a matte lip. So I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna use the NYX Smushy Balm, and this is in the shade Swipe Sheesh. And like these, they're not my favorite lip product, but like I do like them. So I don't want to go too heavy-handed. Where'd that brush go? I want to just kind of keep that in the center. But they feel really good on the lip. I will say that these are like the best matte lip product because it doesn't feel matte at all. Oh yeah, that's cute. That's cute. I like that. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my makeup, and I am using the Milani Make It Last. I just feel like it's gonna like set the foundation and set everything where it's gonna last all day. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so this is the final results, guys. You know what? I love this look. I love that eyeshadow palette. I love it, love it, love it. I am going to look for some more because I know they just came out with a few more, but like this, can you guys see? I love the shadows. I just love the look overall. It looks good. It's very, very like matte, but still, and I think that's because my face isn't all the way dried all the way, but it looks great. I love it. This is a nice look if you're going out to a little party or something in the summertime, you know, little summertime glam. So I don't know, you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.